He earned over $400 million with his fists, then filed for bankruptcy owing millions. This is how the money vanished. Mike Tyson was the most feared man on earth and one of the fastest to turn a fortune into a warning. This is not a fight breakdown. This is the money autopsy of a $300 million collapse. By the end, you will see the exact leaks, tigers, taxes, handlers, and one missing habit that separates rich from wealthy. Stay with me, because the first shock is how fast the money arrived before anyone taught him to keep it. At just 20 years old, he became the youngest heavyweight champion in history. A hurricane the sport had never seen. The knockouts were violent, fast, and made him a global pay-per-view machine almost overnight. Purses climbed into the tens of millions per fight, checks bigger than most companies earn in a year. Reports place his career earnings at over $400 million, a river of cash with no dam. Money that size does not test your talent, it tests your habits. And nobody in the camp taught him the habits of an owner. Open loop. In a moment, the spending list that reads like a fantasy movie budget, starting with the tigers. Tyson reportedly bought 3 Bengal tigers at around $70,000 each, turning a mansion into a private zoo. The tigers were not the cost. The handler and the care reportedly ran over $100,000 a year to keep them. For one wife, he reportedly commissioned a bathtub carved in gold worth around $2 million. There were fleets of luxury cars, so many that some were reportedly forgotten in garages barely driven. Mansions across states, each one staffed, heated, insured, and bleeding money whether he slept there or not. Jewelry, watches, chains. A golden armor of status draped over a man nobody dared to invoice twice. Parties, entourage, flights, a moving city of people who ate first class on the fame of one man. Even his gentle obsession cost him. Thousands of pigeons kept and fed, a childhood love turned expensive ritual. Alone, each item feels survivable. Stacked together, they become a furnace that eats $400 million. Pause and mark this rule. Consumption scales faster than any paycheck. Spending has no ceiling, only your exhaustion. Now the quieter leaks, the ones that do not roar like a tiger but drain harder, the people around the money. A champion at that level attracts managers, promoters, advisors, and hands that all take a slice before he sees the rest. Tyson later fought his own promoter in court, claiming he was owed enormous sums from his own career. He reportedly sued for around $100 million and settled for a fraction near 14 million years of earnings contested. When you do not read the contracts, someone else writes the terms of your fortune while you train. Taxes are the silent opponent that never gets tired and never misses a target. Divorces, settlements, and legal fees carved off pieces most fans never saw on any highlight reel. Every leak looks small next to the wins, but small leaks sink the biggest ships fastest when nobody watches the hull. He was earning like an empire and spending like a lottery winner who believed the checks would never stop. Open loop. Now the moment the empire officially cracked, the year the champion filed the papers. In 2003, at the level of a man who earned hundreds of millions, Mike Tyson filed for bankruptcy. Court records reportedly showed him around $23 million in debt. Of that, he reportedly owed over $13 million to the tax authorities alone. The man who filled arenas could not fill the hole under his own accounts. It was not one bad night. It was 15 years of unmanaged inflow meeting unlimited outflow. The talent was never the problem. The talent generated the fortune. The system around it never protected it. A river with no dam runs dry no matter how strong the spring feeding it. This is the part every young earner ignores. You do not go broke from earning too little. You go broke from keeping nothing. Tyson made owner money and lived an employee life. Paid for the moment. Never bought the machine that pays later. That is the whole autopsy in one line. He owned symbols of wealth. He never owned assets that produce wealth. A tiger eats, it does not pay you. A car rusts, it does not pay you. A mansion drains, it does not pay you. Wealth is not the stuff you can point at. It is the stuff that quietly deposits while you sleep. Tyson bought a lifestyle that screamed rich. He skipped the boring engine that whispers wealthy. Remember the tiger lesson. The most expensive purchases are the ones that keep charging you after you buy them. Remember the contract lesson. If you will not learn the paperwork will own you. Remember the tax lesson. The invisible opponent bills you even in the years you feel invincible. Now the part that makes Tyson different from the athletes who never came back, the rebuild. Instead of hiding, he turned the one asset bankruptcy could not seize, his own name and story, into new income. He stepped into Cameos. A famous film appearance reintroduced him to a whole new paying generation. Open loop. Then he did something most broke champions never do. He built a business he could actually own. He launched a cannabis venture, reportedly turning a personal habit into a branded company with real revenue. He created a one-man stage show, selling his own raw story directly to audiences without a promoter skimming first. He returned for exhibition fights that printed millions, using the same name the courts once weighed in debt. The difference this time, he was selling equity in the legend of Tyson, not renting his body by the round. The lesson is brutal and hopeful. The fortune can burn, but a story people trust can be rebuilt into a brand. Most who blow a fortune stay broke because they only knew how to earn, not how to own. Tyson finally learned the move his 20-year-old self never had. Put your name on something that keeps paying. Rule 1. When income spikes, freeze your lifestyle. Let the gap between earning and spending become your real wealth. Rule 2. Buy assets before toys. An asset feeds you, a toy feeds your ego and starves your account. Rule 3. Read every contract or hire someone loyal who does. Ignorance is the most expensive tax of all. Rule 4. Respect taxes early. The invisible opponent never forgets and charges interest on your denial. Rule 5. Own something that carries your name and pays without your body in the ring. Rule 6. If the money only moves when you show up bleeding, you are still an employee of your own fame. Tyson earned like a king and learned like a student only after the throne burned down. You do not need 400 million to make this mistake. The same trap catches a first big paycheck. And you do not need a comeback fight to fix it. You need one owned asset working while you rest. The champion who lost everything became the clearest teacher of the one rule wealth demands. Own. Do not just earn. Soft pause. If this hit you, save it and send it to one friend who just got their first real money. Deeper blueprints sit across the library. Paid stars versus owners. Fortunes lost. Fortunes rebuilt. Next, we open another collapse trending now. A star who went bankrupt, then came back richer than before. Watch that cue. Follow Mind of Millionaires for calm rules about loud money. Think different, earn more.